Real reason why Jimmy Uso and not Jay betrayed Roman Reigns at Night of Champions. Backstage report on WWE's thoughts on the women's matches at Night of Champions. Real reasons why Cody Rhodes lost to Brock Lesnar at WWE Night of Champions. Why Bianca dropped her Raw Women's Championship at WWE Night of Champions. WWE fans attack Cody Rhodes after Night of Champions. Rikishi's WWE return. Let's jump right into it. Real reasons why Cody Rhodes lost to Brock Lesnar at WWE Night of Champions. Cody Rhodes suffered his third loss since returning to WWE at Night of Champions 2023. After a valiant effort with a broken arm against Brock Lesnar, the American Nightmare passed out in the Kimura lock to level the feud at 1 win apiece. It also extended the Beast's incredible record in Saudi events, where he has only lost once in 8 matches. Rhodes has only lost once in singles competition since returning, against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 39. The American Nightmare has unfinished business with the Tribal Chief and seems to be working his way back to a rematch. Thus, many fans are wondering why he lost in Jeddah and what it means for his future. Here are 3 possible reasons why Cody Rhodes lost to Brock Lesnar at Night of Champions. Number 3. Cody Rhodes lost to Brock Lesnar to set up a third match. Cody Rhodes defeated Brock Lesnar in flukish circumstances in their first encounter at WWE Backlash 2023. The Beast was left incensed in Puerto Rico after losing to a reversal pin while he had the Kimura locked in. He thus challenged Rhodes to a rematch, which he won, albeit with his opponent competing with a broken arm. Neither match brought a decisive victory for each man, so a tie-breaking third match could be in the works. It could be a Hell in a Cell match at Money in the Bank. It could be a SummerSlam street fight. Either way, the bad blood between these 2 megastars has to be settled with a decisive victory for one of them. Number 2. WWE had to protect Brock Lesnar after his Backlash loss to Cody Rhodes. Brock Lesnar is arguably the baddest man to ever compete in a WWE ring. Even at 45 years of age, he is still a top star and the alpha male of our species. It is thus very rare for him to lose twice in a row, let alone to the same opponent. The likes of John Cena, Goldberg, Roman Reigns, and The Undertaker have all defeated the Conqueror, but also subsequently lost to him. There is no shame for Cody in losing to Lesnar, that too with a broken arm. One could argue that the loss elevated the American Nightmare more than a win would have. In order to preserve the precious resource that is the Beast's ability to elevate stars just by being in the ring with him, the company needed to keep him strong. This is why the 10-time world champion had to get a win back against the American Nightmare. Number 1. Losing elevated Cody Rhodes more than winning would have. For a top babyface in WWE, sometimes a loss is more valuable than a win. Sometimes fighting with all you have against a monster and being slain nonetheless earns you a lot more sympathy than simply winning against all odds. That is why matches like Austin vs. Hart at WrestleMania 13 live longer in the memory than most dominant babyface victories. Cody Rhodes simply defeating Brock Lesnar to go 2-0 up in their feud could potentially have exposed him to fan backlash. This was seen in the past with John Cena and Roman Reigns when fans believed that they were booked too strong as babyfaces, leading to polarizing reaction. Instead, Cody's valiant loss with a never-say-die attitude won him sympathy with the fans and made them want to see him succeed. This reaction could be what WWE was going for by having him lose to Brock Lesnar. Backstage report on WWE's thoughts on the women's matches at Night of Champions. Last night, the Night of Champions PLE entailed 3 women's matches. All of the matches were well received by the crowd in attendance. A report suggests that WWE management feels the same and views it as a sign of progress in their deal with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. The first women's match of the night saw Trish Stratus and Becky Lynch throwing down. The 2 WWE superstars have been going at it for over a month, and fans expected to see one woman come out on top to put their feud to rest. However, Zoe Stark had other plans. She appeared out of nowhere and cost the man the match. The second women's match at Night of Champions surprised fans across the globe. Bianca Belair lost her WWE Raw Women's Championship to Asuka, ending her 400+ days reign as champion. The Empress of Tomorrow pulled off victory over the EST when she rubbed mist in her eyes and pinned her to win the title. The final women's match at the PLE was short-lived as Rhea Ripley successfully defended her WWE SmackDown Women's Championship against Natalya. Their bout lasted for 69 seconds, ending when the Eradicator hit the Queen of Hearts with a riptide to get a pinfall victory. According to PW Insider Elite, higher-ups in WWE are very happy with all 3 women's matches. Additionally, they believe that they are making progress in their deal with the country, as there were no women involved the first time the promotion toured the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. In the main event of Night of Champions, Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa looked to capture the tag team titles from Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. The match took a strange turn when Reigns speared the referee unintentionally. When the referee was down, the Usos made their way through the crowd to ensure that their team got the win. Unfortunately, the twin brothers hit Solo with double super kicks, berating the Tribal Chief. Roman Reigns confronted them, berating their intention. Jimmy Uso had heard enough and decided to super kick Reigns in the face, costing him and Solo the match. The Night of Champions PLE came to an end with what looked like a broken bloodline. Real reason why Bianca dropped her Raw Women's Championship at WWE Night of Champions. Bianca Belair put her Raw Women's Championship on the line against Asuka in a WrestleMania rematch at WWE Night of Champions. However, things didn't turn out too well for the EST of WWE as she succumbed to a loss in the match. While Belair had things under control for the most part, the Empress of Tomorrow managed to steal a victory in the end. During the closing moments of the match, Asuka blinded her rival with the miss while the referee wasn't looking before delivering a devastating kick to the back of Belair's neck to pin her. Prior to her loss, Belair had held the Raw Women's Championship for over a year. However, the EST's recent reign as the Raw Women's Champion was arguably getting stale and underwhelming. This could be one possible reason for Belair dropping her title to Asuka at the Saudi Spectacle. Moreover, the WWE Universe had slowly started turning on her as evidenced by the reaction she got at WWE Backlash 2023. Hence, it can be argued that it was high time the creative team looked for someone beyond the EST. On another note, considering how over she's among the fans, plus her caliber inside the WWE ring, Asuka seemed an apt choice to dethrone Bianca. However, given how their match ended at WWE Night of Champions, fans can expect another showdown in the coming days. Before her defeat against Asuka at WWE Night of Champions, Bianca Belair had held the Raw Women's Champion for over a year. The EST defeated Becky Lynch at WrestleMania 38 to become the new Raw Women's Champion. Following that, Bianca was a force to reckon with. With some major wins against several high-profile names, the EST established herself as one of the most dominant women's champions. She recently completed 400 days as the Raw Women's Champion, becoming the longest reigning champion of the modern era. Unfortunately, her reign ended just days later at WWE Night of Champions. Did you want Bianca Belair to drop her title to Asuka? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. WWE fans attack Cody Rhodes after Night of Champions. Wrestling fans on social media have reacted to Brock Lesnar's dominant win over Cody Rhodes at Night of Champions. Lesnar and Rhodes featured in the co-main event of the evening. Heading into the match, the American Nightmare suffered a broken arm in kayfabe, but was determined to beat the Beast incarnate yet again, much like he did at Backlash. Unfortunately for Rhodes, this time around things weren't in his favor as he technically competed with one arm. Lesnar eventually made the former AEW star pass out to a Kimura lock. There were mixed reactions to the match on social media. While some fans praised the finish, others weren't happy about Rhodes passing out to a Kimura. Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar have now crossed paths on 2 different occasions. A third match between them is definitely going to be in the works and could take place at the SummerSlam Premium Live event. The American Nightmare has won 1 and lost 1 since losing to Roman Reigns in the main event of WrestleMania 39. A second win over the Beast incarnate will put Rhodes in the driver's seat, potentially challenge for the undisputed WWE Universal title once again down the road. Were you a fan of the finish to Brock Lesnar versus Rhodes? Sound off in the comments section below. WWE superstar Brock Lesnar was filmed backstage following his big win over Cody Rhodes at Night of Champions. He sent a message to the American Nightmare, who went down fighting against the Beast incarnate. The two had a physical match in Jeddah, despite Rhodes sporting a broken arm. He came close to defeating Lesnar, but it wasn't to be. The former AEW star eventually lost after passing out to the Kimura lock. After the match, WWE posted an Instagram reel of Brock Lesnar saying the following words: "Have a good flight home, Cody," said Lesnar. It remains to be seen what's next for Lesnar and Rhodes. The likely direction will be a blow-off match between the pair, potentially at SummerSlam. With both superstars at 1 win apiece, they need to settle the score. The American Nightmare could pick up the win as he aims to finish his story. But before that, Cody Rhodes will look to win the Money in the Bank ladder match. Whether he grabs the briefcase or Brock Lesnar costs him the match, expect him to stand tall of the Beast incarnate at SummerSlam before eventually facing Roman Reigns one more time. Will Cody Rhodes be the next undisputed WWE Universal Champion? Leave your predictions below. Rikishi WEA return. After Jimmy Uso turned on the Bloodline leader Roman Reigns at Night of Champions 2023, his father Rikishi made a massive tease on Twitter. At Night of Champions Premium Live event, Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa took on Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens in the main event. The tag team match was contested for the undisputed WWE Tag Team titles. The final moments of the bout saw Jimmy Uso turning on Reigns and hitting him with 2 back-to-back super kicks. In the end, Zayn and Owens retained their title belts courtesy of Jimmy's unexpected betrayal. Jimmy's father and WWE legend Rikishi took to Twitter soon after and made a big tease. He hinted at making an appearance on WWE TV to sort out the issues between the Bloodline by making an offer. For those unaware, Rikishi hasn't made an appearance on WWE TV since attending The Undertaker's retirement ceremony at Survivor Series 2020. Much like their father, the Usos have carved a Hall of Fame career for themselves in WWE over the years. Rikishi's other son, Solo Sikoa, made his main roster debut last year at Clash at the Castle. He has done incredibly well for himself so far and has has a bright future ahead of him as well. Rikishi certainly doesn't seem happy over the Bloodline's implosion last night at Night of Champions. Earlier this year, WWE legend Teddy Long stated that adding Rikishi to the Bloodline angle would make for some good TV. I think they need to add Rikishi to that mix. Rikishi is the real father. They ain't gotta make up nothing. This is a shoot. Anybody that can straighten up their kid would be their dad. So right now their kids are in turmoil. They just don't know what they want to do. It's a crisis out there. So right now for Rikishi to step in with some law and order, I think that would be really good. Fans would love to see Rikishi appear on WWE TV and try to sort out the issues between Roman Reigns and the Usos. Now that Jimmy Uso has finally snapped and attacked the tribal chief, it seems unlikely that the latter would forgive him. What was your reaction to the final moments of Night of Champions 2023? Sound off in the comment section below. Real reason why Jimmy Uso and not Jay betray Roman Reigns at Night of Champions. Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa took on Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn for the undisputed Tag Team Championship at WWE Night of Champions. However, the Bloodline duo failed to prevail over the current champions following Jimmy Uso's betrayal. The 37-year-old star turning on his family has left fans' mouths wide open. While many had predicted Jay Uso potentially turning on the tribal chief, WWE threw a curveball at fans by having Jimmy betray the Bloodline. Following the recent turn of events, one question that has been reverberating in the minds of WWE fans is why Jimmy and not Jay turned on the head of the table. One potential main reason could be that Jay Uso is still brainwashed by Roman Reigns and is afraid to go against his family for the sake of his brother. Meanwhile, Jimmy has finally seen Reigns for what he is. He has finally realized what has been going on for the past 3 years. All the disrespect, all the manipulation, he has finally seen past it. Hence, it could be that Jimmy decided to take matters into his hands before things worsened. His turning on the tribal chief at WWE Night of Champions could be his way of trying to free himself and his brother from Roman's grasp. Fans can expect him to try now and show Jay the real picture in the coming days. The Usos and Roman Reigns have failed to see eye to eye since the former undisputed tag team champions' loss against Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens at WrestleMania 39. Their relations further soured leading up to WWE Night of Champions 2023. On another note, it wouldn't be wrong to say that the Bloodline storyline has been one of the best in recent memory. While it had its highs and lows, it has been entertaining, enthralling, and engrossing for the most part. Veteran WWE commentator Michael Cole recently shared his thoughts on the Bloodline saga during an appearance on the Pat McAfee show. Those of you who don't follow the product, I can't tell you how much you're missing because this Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens, Bloodline, Sami Zayn storyline is probably the best television we've done in this company in a decade. It's Emmy-worthy in many ways, Cole said. Did Jimmy Uso make the right call by betraying Roman Reigns at WWE Night of Champions? What do you think will happen next? Sound off in the comments section below.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take